I was pretty shocked when I saw how much energy prices are going up here in the UK now that we've taken back control, so I, like many others, wanted to see if there was anything that I could do that I wasn't already doing to lower my energy bills going forward and hopefully reduce my carbon footprint too. So on dull days when our solar thermal panels don't give us hot water for free, I've stopped using our gas boiler to heat up our water tank and instead started using the electric immersion heater. This is better because, firstly, my house is burning less fossil fuel and instead using the green electricity from my supplier, and secondly, with the geopolitical state of the world at the moment, I want to get my gas usage to as close to zero as possible. But hang on a minute, you might be saying, everyone knows that using an electric immersion heater to heat up your hot water is far more expensive than heating it up with a gas boiler. Well, yes, that has been the traditional school of thought for as long as I can remember, but with the current energy prices, let's have a quick look at the numbers to see if that still holds true. I'll be showing you with my current prices, so if you want to follow along, simply substitute in your own figures. We have an 18 kilowatt system boiler at home, which will hopefully be replaced with a heat pump soon, but it won't be running at full power all the time, so we can't just assume it uses 18 kilowatt hours of energy per hour. It's a bit more nuanced than that. So to measure how much it costs per hour to heat my hot water with gas, I took a precise meter reading and then started a 1-hour hot water boost from the Nest app on my phone before taking another afterwards. Subtracting the starting value from the end value gives me the amount in cubic meters of gas used. You then multiply by your gas supply's calorific value, which you should be able to find on your gas bill, then multiply that by the correction factor, which is 1.02264, and divide that by 3.6 to give me a total figure of 8.59 kilowatt hours of energy used. My current gas prices are a whopping 7.36 pence per kilowatt hour at the moment, so that gives me a price of 63.22 pence per hour running the gas boiler to heat my hot water. My electricity costs 25.87 pence per kilowatt hour, so if I were to use the 3 kilowatt immersion heater for an hour instead, assuming it runs on full power for that hour, that would be 3 times 25.87, which equals 77.61 pence per hour, which is more expensive than using the gas, and also in my fairly unscientific tests seems to increase the temperature of the water by only about half that of the gas too. So, case closed? However, I'm on the Octopus Go electricity tariff, which means my electricity price plummets all the way from 25.87 pence during the day to just 5 pence per kilowatt hour overnight, which is also when we charge our electric car once or twice a week, and we also schedule things like the dishwasher and washing machine to run during these hours too. By the way, this video isn't sponsored by Octopus Energy, but if you are interested in signing up for one of their intelligent tariffs with cheaper overnight electricity, then I'll leave my referral link in the description below, which means you and I both get a nice little bonus if you sign up using that link. This hugely cheaper overnight rate means the sums for hot water look quite different. Instead of 77.61 pence per hour to run the immersion heater, it's now just 15 pence per hour. So even if I run it for twice or even 3 times as long, it's still much cheaper than using the gas boiler to heat our hot water. And it's better for the environment too, because electricity is both cheaper and greener during the off-peak times. By my maths, the maximum cost to run a 3 kilowatt immersion heater for all 4 cheap hours at 5 pence per kilowatt hour would be 60 pence. Cheaper than running the boiler for just 1 hour. And of course, as the immersion heater is controlled by its own thermostat, it won't necessarily even be on for the full 4 hours each night. I like to set the temperature to let the water get as hot as possible, firstly so that it will stay warmer longer into the day, and secondly so that when we use it for things like morning showers, we'll be diluting the hot water with more cold, meaning more cheaply generated hot water will stay in the tank for longer. But do be careful not to scald yourself first thing in the morning. To make sure it turns on at midnight and is off again by 4:30 AM when prices shoot back up, I bought a smart Wi-Fi controlled switch to replace the basic on-off switch on my landing. This is great because as well as being able to operate it manually if I need extra hot water during the day, it'll connect to the rest of my Google Home ecosystem, and then I've created a routine in the app to turn it on at midnight and another to turn it off at 4:30. If you'd like one of these switches for your home, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can buy one for yourself. It must be a switch that's specifically capable of switching the higher load that an immersion heater requires. So if you're in any doubt or you're not confident fitting it yourself, then do get a qualified electrician to install it for you. So I hope this video saves you lots of money. Give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if it does. And if you want to have a look at my video discussing whether or not I should buy a Tesla Powerwall to charge up with that cheap overnight electricity when I don't have a solar PV system, you can watch this video here.